All right. Why is my Honkai? Change the settings. Let's put 4, 7. Okay, looks alright. I'm still trying to balance things. Get some tea going. So 9:37, my tea will be done steeping. Hopefully I remember. Alright, so we got him. Alright then.
Noise.
I'll probably do these later. Oh. Nice, nice. I saw on Instagram like things about how crazy it is to get a free 5-star. I didn't know if it was real. And it's real. Well, dang. Alright, well, he is a imaginary character, so I'll definitely build him. Probably tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll start building him. I'm gonna look up some builds and stuff for him. Oh, drop some frames. I think it's fine though now. Okay. No, it's still really low. I think it's alright. Where's my phone? I think it's alright. Look, a lot of missions.
Yeah.
Alright, it's getting better. Oh, no. It's starting to get better. Why is the connection so bad?
I'll do my best to cooperate.
Let me check something else too. Let me see if I can make it to where it doesn't. Graphic settings, language, count. Is there a way to make it not keep switching back and forth? See, because like for right now, well again, I have to click back into the game. Doesn't look like I can. Oh well. See, then I gotta switch back to this. Okay. I'm still dropping frames. Oh, I need to check this out. It only happened for a few seconds though. I'm gonna try to, after I finish this, if it keeps going on,
Great.
I'm going to maybe restart
Time for a fun.
the gameplay to Honkai. That might have something to do with it. Because my Wi-Fi looks like it's working fine.
Your end approaches.
Specimen sighted. Here, try this.
Unnecessary.
What a headache.
My gameplay looks good.
More enemies. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Time for a fun.
I need to not focus him down.
This combat needs
Well.
optimizing.
It's good. Yeah, it's still.
This is double speed.
I know what's causing it.
I will dispatch you.
Don't mess with me. Who's next?
That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it for me.
Deep breaths. Thanks. I have fun this time? To travel. Try them all! Thanks.
A veil to send you. Too little. That paradise may be savor it for me.
I'll end your misery. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Here, try this.
Unnecessary.
What a headache.
A veil to send you. You impede me.
Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna beep beep beep.
I'll free you from your
Beep, beep.
chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
Still.
Illusions of the past. This combat need. This is double speed.
That paradise, savor it for me.
Don't mess with me. More enemies. Time for a fun. Deep breaths.
Unnecessary. A blade knows no.
Can I have fun this time?
A veil to send you.
I don't know if I can beat
What
this.
a headache.
I'm gonna retreat and I'm gonna see if I can fix this. Here, let me. I want to close and reopen. Alright, let's. If not, then I'll just pivot to Pokemon or something. Because I have a good signal right now. It's still dropping. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it's not good. So I think here I can. Let me put the. Let's see what happens. Did that help at all? Not really, no. Let me put it back. What was it? It wasn't on high, but I just want to see. Ooh, that looks so different. I'm gonna put it back. What was it? It was on custom. What does custom mean? Looks fine. But yeah, it's still dropping frames. Oh, do I have to beat it? Yeah, it looks like it's still gonna be dropping frames. Maybe it's just not connecting well tonight, because normally it's fine. What if... What if I do this? I'll close this for a second. Let's see if this helps at all. Nope. Okay, so just make sure it's not Spotify. Open Spotify back up. Why is it not picking it up? Kinda doing it while streaming. That sucks. Alright, it looks like I have to, in order to adjust the audio track for the Spotify, I need to close and reopen Streamlabs, which would mean I have to start streaming. So I'm not gonna do that. So no music for now. But because we're not doing music, I'm just gonna pivot and we're gonna watch YouTube videos tonight. Yeah. Let me do this. Sure those are being recorded. Go here. Alright, what are we watching? Alright, let me change my stuff as well. Stream info. Let's go to just chatting. Pause for a second. Save that. Date. Interesting. Alright. Turning this off. Alright. Oh, hello.
Comes an outrageous competition that finally separates the culinary genius from the idiot.
Alright.
Oh my God!
Can I go back? Nope, that's not what I want to do.
3 contestants will go ahead.
Back to the beginning.
Inspired by my most famous meme. What are you?
What are you?
Comes an outrageous competition that finally separates the culinary genius from the idiot.
Oh my gosh!
Here at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, 3 contestants will go head-to-head to create a sandwich that will take the internet by storm. But there's just one hurdle to overcome. Me.
I'm trying, Gordon, I'm trying!
Let's go. Only the person who impresses me the most
I've never wanted anything more in my life.
will walk away being crowned my idiot sandwich. First, give it up for Rhett. Give it up for Link.
See, I watched Good Mythical Morning, and they teased this video,
Some beef to settle.
like a week ago.
Somebody's gotta take him down!
And I've been waiting for it ever since it finally dropped.
Is Vegas ready? Gentlemen, your time starts now! Right, now I've got some beef to settle. These 2 comedians are amazing. Rhett and Link are extraordinary. Now they've been practicing endless.
Hey, you jerks! I'm starting with the bread, because I know what a sandwich makes.
One of my key strategies, bribe the audience with a pickle. Who wants a pickle?
But today my eyes are on Josh because he is a prolific chef, but more importantly, this guy has done nothing but call me out for the last 2 years.
Gordon, that was a trash grilled cheese. You're a fancy little Victorian boy. Who's the real donut here, Gordon? It's you. I'm sorry. Punch me in the face, Daddy.
Gordon, I brought my own hoagie roll.
Yeah, stop it. Seriously, you don't trust me?
No, I trust you, you know. It's just the environment. I'm gonna get this. I'm making a carne asada cheesesteak.
Love that.
I thought about making you something British, but I was like, no, I'm gonna play to my flavors.
Love that. Now tell me the layers. What's going on here? What are you
Okay,
gonna put in?
layers. Ribeye, gonna slice that really thin.
Oh, I
I'm
forgot.
marinating with
Me.
a bunch of Mexican spices, cumin, chili
There we
powder,
go.
maybe a little warm spice like cinnamon, black pepper, garlic.
Josh is falling for the trap of just talking.
Love that.
Gonna add some onion and fresh poblano chili in there. Let that sit for a sec.
He's not making anything. Of course, I'm talking and not making anything either.
Hit that super hot and fast. I'm making a chipotle homemade cheese whiz. I'm using sodium citrate to actually bind it instead of doing a Mornay.
Wow.
Both because time and also gives a really velvety texture. A little bit of quick pickled onions with habanero and oregano on top.
I can't wait to taste it. Good luck, my man.
Do it. I gotta
2
cook.
minutes gone.
I
Let's
gotta
go.
Who wants a pickle? You want a pickle over there?
Right, Link, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. I'm making bacon.
I love that. So you're crisping the bacon. Tell me the sandwich. What are we going to be doing?
Oh, I'm gonna work you some ham magic with a little bit of turkey magic
Ham, turkey, bacon. Sounding good.
and a little bit of cheese.
Cheese. Are we toasting the bread?
No.
No, no toast.
Why would you ask that?
Just hoping.
I can deep fry the bread because I have that.
No. Just hoping it stays nice and crispy so it doesn't get too soggy. But
I need, and I'm using this, which I don't know if it needs to be diagnosed with something, but
it's a brioche.
at
It's
that.
very soft. Lots of butter.
very
in that.
soft.
15 minutes to go.
He said lots of butter. I wasn't planning on using any butter. Okay. Oh, he turned this off. I think he helped me. I'll accept it.
Right, Rhett. How are we doing?
Seasoned flour. We're doing good.
Give me an inside of the sandwich. Where are we going? So you're dredging
Okay.
the chicken. The chicken's
So this
thighs,
is
right?
going to be a a hot chicken sandwich, but it's a BC hot chicken sandwich. BC stands for Blue Cheese and Bowie's Creek, the town that I grew up in.
Okay.
But the key to this thing, really setting off, is the blue cheese slaw.
I love that. How confident are you beating Josh? Because you guys are super competitive, but this guy's he's in a different league, right?
I'm so conflicted about it because he actually works for me as a chef. So it's actually bad for my brand, but good for my ego if I beat him.
Key to this is you've got to take the meat and you've got to like swirl it.
14 minutes to go.
This is global cooking. I'm gonna let the salt sit in there, marinate that. I'm trying to crush up the meat. Of course this is gonna be better than a Gordon Ramsay sandwich. I mean, come on. The guys from England, they traveled the world for spices and decided to use none of them. And now I'm gonna get awesome sauce. Boys, I gotta run!
Use the proper tool, McLaughlin. Use the whisk, McLaughlin!
Who are you rooting for?
I think we like Link over
Link.
here.
Link, he's good. He's very cool.
I want to chop this lettuce up.
Take notes, I'm not going to repeat myself. You might.
Perfect sandwich, what is it?
Perfect sandwich?
Yes, please.
Probably a chicken BLT.
A chicken BLT. Who are you rooting for?
We're rooting for Red.
Red. Why Red?
Because he looked just like me.
He
Big, tall,
does. He's got it, my man.
Who wants a pickle?
Right, perfect sandwich, what is it?
I love a good BLT, yo!
A good BLT. Yo, I love that. 12 minutes to go.
Come on, help me out. Give me some moral support. Yeah.
You probably have picked up on it already, but Link is a moron.
I got so excited I put way too much pepper on my sandwich.
The uncanny thing about Link is he has found a way of making being a moron like his brand. And actually, it helps me make money. We make money when Link is a moron.
8 minutes to go, guys. 8 minutes to go.
Hey, Gordon, throw me a habanero.
Habanero. You can go there.
Oh,
Toss me a
come
habanero.
on.
Now you're treating me like a little bitch. Seriously?
We're each other's little
really?
bitches,
Yeah, I
Gordon.
know, but
Come
really?
on.
Seriously?
We can be mutual little bitches.
Win this thing and I'll get you a jalapeno. Trust me. Come on, focus. 3 extraordinary sandwiches, by the way. I love the idea of Red. He's going down this chicken thigh with his blue cheese. Obsessed with blue cheese, and it sounds really, really good. Link, I'm slightly concerned about. I think there's a missing big link in his sandwich. He's playing it safe. However, Josh is on
Cutting
one.
edge, Gordon.
Cutting edge.
Cutting edge.
The only thing needs cutting is your hair. Just a little trim. Keep it out of the sandwich, please, Link.
Look at that. He's clearly imitating me.
But Josh is back with a vengeance, and more importantly, that guy's got his eyes on the prize.
Toast the cheese. Oh, is there a torch?
Oh no.
How does this work? Hey, show me how to work this. Anybody know how to use a torch?
So chickens get nice and crispy, right?
Yeah.
And using the thigh, was that?
Yeah.
Yep, good.
Too much brown sugar in that.
Fine.
So
What
this
are you
is
doing?
going to be our hot chicken sauce.
Gotcha.
That all kind of glaze on there. We got cayenne pepper,
I
pepper.
love the idea of the blue cheese slaw. Love that.
I think that might be gas coming out. That's just gas, girl.
You're a man of refined taste, so I'm assuming that you do like blue cheese.
So it was the Honkai, because I haven't got any more notifications about drop frames. So
Hey, here's the thing. If you know him as well as I do, there's nothing confusing about it.
Honkai wasn't feeling it tonight, I guess. The server was struggling. I guess.
Oh my God. Unfreaking real.
He's a man of many words, most about food usually, you know?
And himself. He's not short of that, is he?
No, he isn't.
Link, can you concentrate, please?
I'm trying to figure out how to work this.
A blowtorch.
Is that gas or is that a flame?
Okay, now I'm going to get some...
You can't get the audience to help you. That's cheating. Come on.
Oh my gosh!
This is what I was waiting for this video. This is
I figured it out!
it's entertaining.
9 seconds to
It's good
go,
stuff.
Guys. Come on, give it up for these amazing individuals. Come on, guys. Bring it home, Josh.
Here I go! I'm melting the cheese, like you said.
Brushing the chicken.
60 seconds to go. Josh, we've got that synthetic cheese on there. Be careful, not too much, Josh.
Gordon, never.
15 seconds to go.
I gotta do something creative. Yes.
I think Gordon's gonna be very impressed. I got a lot of fun flavors in here.
Secret weapon, just a little more crunch for the gourd, daddy.
Chips.
10, 9,
I like
8,
chips on my sandwiches, like just a normal like ham sandwich or turkey sandwich. Put some chips on that.
1.
Makes it better.
I swear to God, my hands are clean-ish. My hands are clean-ish. You guys rule. You guys rule. Thank you all so much.
I got 4 more pickles.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm giving out pickles.
No, this is my people, man.
I'm winning your people over with pickles.
Come on, guys. You can't be so petty to be swayed by pickles.
Okay, yeah, here you go. Here you go.
Give me that pickle.
Anybody just want pickle juice?
Right, well done. Now for the most exciting part.
It was pretty good, except for I don't know about Link's sandwich. I like a little bit of blue cheese. I don't like too much blue cheese. Like, if I'm getting at a wing place, I'll get mostly ranch, and I might get like 1 container of blue cheese sometimes. That's like a new thing. I used to not like blue cheese at all. But very recently, I started to like blue cheese. It's just, it's different. It's a little bit of kick to it. Not kick, but a little funk. This is good.
It's hot. It's got that nice tartness with the sour and the blue cheese. I love the slaw. It's good.
Oh, thanks, man.
It's very good. Wow. Wow.
That's a W.
You ready? Ready to eat a real sandwich?
I am nervous when you've got a blowtorch in your hand. I'm nervous when you've got a knife in your hand.
I know.
I'm even nervous when you've got a peppermint in your hand. Tell me, what is this?
Well, there's some ham, there's some turkey, there's some bacon,
Right.
there's some provolone,
Right.
there's some lettuce, there's some salt, and then lots of pepper because they were really cheering me on when I was grinding the pepper. But I love pepper.
Should we get in? Now, bacon nice and crispy. Let's have a look at that inside.
I also put something else in there, like
Yes.
some kind of liquid.
Please. Cheers, bud. Shall we?
Those look pretty decent. Like a really big club.
It's good. It's good.
That's
I will confess,
interesting.
watching you, 20 minutes in the kitchen, you scare the shit out of me, man. Honestly. Right.
I feel like it's been really nice.
Gosh.
Reckoning is coming, man.
Okay, look at that.
Because, I mean, that's
That is,
decent, but
that's appetizing. It looks good.
I don't know.
Tell me, what have we got?
So here we have a carne asada cheesesteak, a combination of 2 of my favorite foods in the world. I took ribeye, marinated it with a bunch of spices, poblanos, and onions, seared that off in the skillet really quickly. We have a toasted sesame seed hoagie roll. We have a chipotle mornay sauce that is bound with sodium citrate, and then some quick pickled habanero and oregano, white onions, cilantro, lime.
That looks good.
Boy, shall we?
Really good.
Cheers, bud.
Cheers.
Damn, why am I doing this again? I'm watching food videos. I'm making myself hungry.
It's good.
Thank you.
It's sloppy, it's delicious. The heat. I think what makes this one is the pickles.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done, bud.
I'm not a very big pickle person.
Give it up. Wow.
I've tried to get myself to like pickles
Delicious sandwiches.
over the years, but I still don't.
Is it red?
I managed to get myself to like tomatoes and onions.
Is it lit?
Those are pretty good, actually. I like those. Pickles? Nah.
Is it Josh's? The idiot sandwich goes to...
Oh yeah, it has to be Josh. 100%.
Finally! We did it! Gordon, just did you, baby!
What are you?
An idiot sandwich!
Louder!
An idiot sandwich, Chef Ramsay!
Give it up for Josh, everybody! Good job, bud. Really good job. Thank you so much for watching these amazing idiots. Looking for the ultimate idiot sandwich? Well, click on this video and see what we've cooked up.
Okay. See what other videos we can watch. Watch this one.
Every generation of Pokemon is powerful and valuable, or so they say. But what if you only had 20 minutes under pressure to catch just one Pokemon from each generation? Well, that's what Vinny and I are doing today. After the timer's up, we'll spin a wheel to grab 6 of those generations. 6 of those generations that will add to our team and then battle it out. Are you ready, Vinny?
My friend, I was born ready. I was made for this.
Well, your time begins in 3, 2, 1, now, and we're off. Here we go.
All right, the hype is real. So you're telling me I can't catch 9 Gen 1 Pokemon? That's what you're telling me?
You can't do that. That's breaking the rules.
But aren't rules made to be broken?
No, these ones were made to be followed to the letter.
Ah, right down to the last letter. Ooh, I found my Gen 6.
We already?
And you have to catch them in order, right?
No, you don't have to catch them in order. But you can share with your friends if you want to.
I will tell you this. I just got an evolution. I'm not going to tell you which one, but I did get an evolution.
Vinny, you did tell me which one you got. There's one in Gen 6.
Yep, I just realized that. I already told you it was Gen 6. That's fine. Listen, you're a detective, dude. You're basically Batman. You're British Batman.
Hey, I'm locking in my Gen 4. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It was an evolution.
Leafeon. No, wait. It could be Glaceon.
You don't actually know, do you?
I'm going to say without a shadow of a doubt, it's Glaceon.
Well, we'll see.
Dude, you don't have to lie to me. You don't have to lie to me and all the viewing public. Ooh, you know what? This is my Gen 1. I'm feeling this.
So let's tell the truth. Let's lay it on the line right now. Let's tell the truth about the best generation.
Listen, if you ask me questions, I will provide answers, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to answer them truthfully.
Vinny, what's the best generation?
1, and that is true.
Oh, dude, your name is literally Original 151. You guys know, Mr. Nintendo over here, he has another channel called Original 151, which you should be subscribed to. Great videos on there.
Yo, you're not going to plug my channel in the first 2 minutes of your video. Hey, guys, you know this guy Patters? He is sponsored by GamerSupps. Use code Patters right now for 10% off.
You can get emotional damage if you do that, so you should do it. I would definitely recommend it.
Listen, we're just plugging each other's stuff. Look at that. It's fantastic. My mustache is extra burly and thick today.
How do you do it? I don't understand.
I just let it grow, brother.
You're so good at that. You're so good.
You're so good at life. Why are we so nice to each other today? I feel like we don't normally have this energy.
Are we compatriots?
Are we just 2 bombardiers hanging out on the sidewalk, dude?
Oh, heavens. Now, the question is it Hisuian form Gen 8, right?
I think that's actually Gen 9.
Is it?
I think so.
No, because Legends Arceus came out first, so it was in Gen 8, and then Gen 9 came out afterwards.
That is a bar. Honestly, you're a rapper these days, Pat. You see they put Eminem in Fortnite? We might have to pull up to the concert, I'm just saying.
I don't think I want to do that, Vinny.
That's crazy. All right, I guess I'll just go to the concert alone. I don't need my friends there. It's fine.
Oh, it's okay. I'll go to the Fortnite concert with you.
Yeah, I got my Gen 9, by the way. I am flying through this challenge, dude.
Yeah, you're flying through. I mean, we have limited time, to be honest.
Let me ask you a question. Randomized abilities?
Randomized abilities, baby.
Okay, I found my Gen 3.
Is it Ludicolo?
Nope, something that's so good that it might even be better than a legendary.
I locked in my Gen 8. It's not in...
It's a pretty good choice, actually.
Gala.
It is the good old Galar region.
It's not from Gala. It's not British.
Yo, your voice just made this squeak sound effect that I don't think I've ever heard in my life. Editor, please run that back.
It's not from Gala. It's not British. Are you sure that wasn't a Discord thing? Because I did not hear that.
No, it was you. You can't hear your own squeals. Everybody knows that.
Oh, yeah. It's like when you listen to an audio recording of yourself.
Yep. And you're like, damn, I know I sounded so sexy.
Benny, have you ever snored so loud that you woke yourself up?
No, but I feel like I've farted and woke myself up. Just being honest, you know? It's all about honesty.
Dude, I've done both. It's such an experience. I just locked in my Gen 1. It's atrocious.
Why would you want an atrocious Pokemon? You're winking. You got a Mewtwo. I know you got a Mewtwo. It's fine.
No, nothing like that.
So we're agreeing that Hisuian Pokemon are Gen 8.
Yes, they are Gen 8. Yes, the 100%. It's not even a convention.
You know what? I'm going to keep looking around because I'll be honest with you. I only need a Gen 5, a Gen 2, and a Gen 8, and I am donezo.
Hey, man, you have plenty of time. I mean, you can get legendaries, too, if you want to. There's one legendary you can get. Who knows if it'll be on the team, but you can grab one if you want.
I thought you said we could get 3 legendary. Oh.
That's not what I said. We have a Discord chat.
No, you said a lot of stuff.
You have the notes in front of you.
You even said, don't bring that up. You said, don't bring that up in the video. That guy just drowned in that. That's crazy.
We have notes. I can look at them right now. It says 1 legendary. It says it in the notes. Right there.
Fake notes. You alter the notes.
No, because it would say edited next to it.
Bro, you can keep this bit going for as long as you want. The people need to know that you bully me before every recording.
That's true.
Why do you guys think I act so timid on Pat's channel? Because I'm scared for my life, dude.
Timid is not a word I'd use to describe Benny.
What do you mean? I'm so timid, especially today when I have laryngitis. Can you hear it?
Oh no. Are you okay? Do you need help?
I mean, I could always use some help. You know what I'm saying?
Vinny, what if I got the same Pokemon as you?
If you got the same Pokemon as me, well, then we have to fight to the death in a parking lot with baseball bats and swords.
Oh, God, I've been asking you to do that for so long, and you keep saying, no, Daniel, that's really violent and terrible.
You've been waiting for a good old-fashioned duel, huh?
To the death, yes. And you keep saying no. You say, it's too dangerous, it's too violent, I don't want to kill you, because I would win every single time easily and with no issues. And I say, Vinny, please, we need to do this. It's very important to me. You never do it.
True. You know what else is also true? I thought I was just about to get a shiny Pokemon, but it actually wasn't indeed shiny.
Well, bad things happen to good people sometimes, and it's a tragedy.
Bad things do happen to good people. Like, how have you guys not subscribed to Patters yet? Like, that is a bad thing.
No, I think they did. I think they're small enough to do that.
You, specifically, you haven't subbed yet. Subscribe, please.
You're literally talking to subscribers. It's not even a conversation.
All right, I like the confidence. I do. You know what I don't like, though? My tattoo is in its peeling stage. Got a new tattoo, my dudes. See at the top of his hair? Peeling? It's so good. Dude, thank you. I know Michaela Botten, my tattoo artist. She's incredible. Check her out on Instagram. But yeah, no, it's amazing. I can't wait till all the skin just properly peels off and then it looks beautiful, you know?
I love how you have a Saiyan sacrifice arm. It's so sick.
Yeah, dude, we got Vegeta and then we got Goku, baby.
Oh my god, do you have any plans for anything else?
On this arm, I'm gonna get my British sacrifice people. And it's gonna be you, it's gonna be Luke. Once you guys sacrifice yourselves.
Once we sacrifice ourselves. It's not if.
Yeah, no, it's only a matter of time until you have to save the world, just like Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely built for saving the world. I agree.
Just picturing you there with your hand on a giant cell. Vinny, I have to do this, mate. Teleport. Bam.
Well, I need to learn to teleport first. Hold on. I don't know what I have. Hisui Gudra! I can't. I already have my Gen 8. I'm so sad. I'm actually distraught.
I just got my Gen 8. Bam.
Was it Hisui Gudra?
Nope, it was better. But I won't tell you who it was. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know a single Pokemon from Gen 5. Is Gen 5 Pokemon even in this game?
Dude, there's like so many.
Is there? Is Frostlass Gen 5? I feel like he is.
It's
Gen 4.
Okay, I got my Gen 9, and it's pretty big.
Is Scyther Gen 5?
Yeah.
You know, you're really funny. That's crazy that you would steer me wrong like that.
I love when we purposefully sound dumb in order to make comedy.
I don't have Gen 7. I need you, buddy.
Now you mentioned Gen 5, there's not a lot of them.
See, that's what I was saying. And you made fun of me. You doubted me.
It's the biggest generation. There's like 150,000 of them.
That's not accurate at all.
There's 156 of them.
There's 151 original Pokemon, hence my name.
Oh, there's one. All right, I got one. You can't find a Gen 5? What are you, stupid fucking idiot?
That's actually a pretty good one, too.
Idiot? Well, you can't find Gen 5?
Wait, you can't find Gen 5? What do you have, 2 brain cells and you can't rub them together because they're too far away?
First of all, I have 3 brain cells. That's number 1. Number 2, and more importantly, I only need 3 to beat you.
That's not true. You only need 2 to beat me.
Get fucking roasted and toasted, biatch!
Hold on. I see a legend. No, wait. Urshifu is Gen 8. No.
Oh my god. Are we allowed to use the Blood Moon Ursaluna? Because I just caught one.
But yeah, if you want to. That's Gen 9, right?
Just kidding. I haven't seen that yet in one of these randomizers.
No. Blood Moon Ursaluna, it's a form of Ursaluna, which is Gen 8. So that counts as Gen 8.
Is that true?
Ursaluna is in Legends Arceus, which is Gen 8.
No. I mean, but it came out in Gen 9, though. It's the DLC, bro.
Oh, man, you're right. Dag nabbit, Vinny, you're right again.
I mean, I always am. Dude, I can't find a Gen 5. Nope. Oh, wait, you're Gen 2. You're Gen 2. You're Gen 2. I need you.
I need a 3. You know what I need? I need some legendaries. What do I even have right now?
I haven't thrown my Master Ball. What's a Gen 5 legendary? Who's on the box? It's, Kyurem and...
Meloetta.
Meloetta?
Yeah.
Well, that's a Gen 5 mythical, right?
Yeah, I mean, it still counts. Wait, do I have 7 yet? I have the perfect 7 right here.
Why am I just, like, randomly hanging out in this beachy area? Okay, here we go. Give me Pokemon.
I'm getting hammered by Mimikyu right now.
Give me a Generation 5.
I don't know what generation I need last. Oh, it's 3. 3 should be easy again.
Yeah, 3 is a very prominent Pokédex.
Yeah, I mean, there's Ludicolo.
You just always got to stop and clap for Ludicolo. Yo, I haven't found a single Pokemon in this desert area. What is happening?
They died of dehydration.
Apparently they have. Okay, there's Sandacondas here. You are weirdly perfect for this environment.
That's what's supposed to be there.
That's what I'm saying.
That's funny. Okay, my 7 is locked in. I just need a 3. I also haven't used my Master Ball, and I haven't found a legendary of any form yet.
Yo, neither have I.
You know what, Vinny? We're better than that. We don't need legendaries, right? We don't need them.
Absolutely not. But if I do see a Gen 5 legendary, you best believe I will be captured. Wait, is this Gen 5? The flower thing. Florges.
No, it's 6.
Damn it. Gen 5 is nothing. Gastrodon, Gen 5.
No.
What do you mean, no?
It's not. It's just not.
No, it is.
I feel like you should know this.
Can I Google it? Gastrodon has to be Gen 5.
Gastrodon is Gen 4. I promised you, Vinny.
No, he's not Ruby and Sapphire.
Did you just say Ruby and Sapphire?
Hold on. I'm getting excited because I'm hanging out amongst friends. It is not Diamond and Pearl. It simply is not. He might be. He might be from Diamond and Pearl.
I promise you. I would never lie to you.
I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna run away. Bro, I'm telling you right now, my game is hacked and there's not any Gen 5 Pokemon. Giraffe Rig, no. Little Belly Bolt guy, no. What the hell is this? Venomoth, no.
It's so funny because they should be the most combo. I just found an Axew. Do you want to hop in my game real quick?
I would love an Axew right now, to be honest, dude. Wait, Volcarona. Volcarona, that's gotta be Gen 5.
Yeah, that's Gen 5.
You see? All you gotta do in life, ladies and gentlemen, is never give up and keep pressing forward. And because because this is my last Pokemans, I will be throwing my Master Ball at it.
Well, you should, because it has a legendary catch rate too.
Does it really?
Yeah, it's big.
Well, I just caught it in my Master Ball, because Master Balls cannot fail, so...
Vinny, should I throw a Master Ball at Camerupt? Be honest.
Yes, because it's your last Pokemon.
It is my last one, but I don't think I want Camerupt. That's my problem that I'm having here.
Why? Maybe it'll get randomly water absorbed, and then you have a great, amazing Pokemon.
You make a very valid and convincing argument. However, I remain unconvinced.
By the way, I'm Dunzo.
That's awesome. I'm struggling to find a Gen 3 Mon.
Do the Dun Dance! Oh wait, you can't. And now I get to pick any ability I want for all my Pokemon because I won.
That's not what we...
Bro, it's in the notes.
You can't just type it now and say it's in the notes.
Are you sure? Because I'm about to do that.
Go on. No, type it. Hey, I type it. Guess what? No.
There it is.
You can't say first one picks abilities do. No, you can't type that. I have 3 minutes and I genuinely don't know if there are any Gen 3 Mons around here.
Well, then you better hope that the wheel doesn't spin on Gen 3, but I have a really good Gen 3 Mon, so I will be manifesting that we get Gen 3.
Am I gonna have to go back for the Camerupt?
Yeah, you might have to.
No.
Don't worry, Camerupt is really neat and really cool.
No, it's...
And he's cool.
It's not that good. Vinny, I'm running out of time. I'm floundering.
Well, if I were you, I'd be sweating a little bit.
I'm drenched right now. I'm seeing Gastrodons everywhere. I'm seeing Hisuian Gudra, Zavalogs. Oh, finally, yes. Oh, I found a little girl. I'm gonna Master Ball it.
That's
There you
good.
go. What'd you get? A little Ralts, a little Curlia?
You're on the ball, though, aren't you? You got a big brain, haven't you?
Listen, I saw a lot of Ralts and Curlias in my randomizer.
Okay, I Master Balled the Curlia. I did it before time ran out.
Congratulations.
Now the wheel is gonna decide which generations we're actually bringing with us. But do you want to just quickly look at the PC box and just have a look and see what you got?
Oh, I wrote them all down.
What if we looked at the PC box?
Yeah, no, we could totally look at the PC box. You know, if you want to do that, that's totally fine with me.
All right, it's time to spin ye old wheel.
Hold on. I'm putting it all in order. Making sure I didn't make any Oh, no.
You didn't get Gen 4.
No, where's my Gen 4? Did I not get a Gen 4?
You have 2 minutes.
Okay, I'm back at it.
He didn't get a Gen 4. He's got 2 minutes.
Wait, I could have sworn I got a Gen 4, though.
He's got 2 minutes left. Oh, no.
No, I caught a Lucario. Where is he? Hold on, looking, scanning, analyzing. Yo, am I on drugs right now? I'm on hard drugs. I'm just freaking out at the fact that I thought I caught one. And I allegedly didn't. All right, I'm looking for a Gen 4 Mon. That was crazy.
All right, well, all right, you have 2 minutes.
Gastrodon, right? Got it.
Wait, did you really?
Yeah, you see that speed, bro? I'm built different.
He's so fast. My God, he's so on the ball.
I just can't wait to look at the footage because I could have sworn I caught a Lucario, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just huffing grass. That's a crit capture. Got it. All right, Pat. All right, spin the wheel. Here we go.
Vinny, is there anything you want specifically?
I want Gen 1, Gen 3, Gen 5, Gen 6, Gen 8, and Gen 9.
All right, well, let's see. First spin. It's a 9. All right.
I like it. All right.
I'm just going to tell you, I got Iron Moth. That's my Gen 9.
I got a great Tusk.
Oh, we're Paradox Enjoyers. Okay.
Yeah, that's how we roll, baby. All right, spin that wheel again.
Second generation is going to be added to the squad is, it's 5. It's a good thing you found one.
Gen 5, Volcarona, totally fine with me.
Hey, I got a Sandile, Crocodile.
You can get that eventually, yeah?
Yep, that Crocodile. I'm going to go and train him so good in the mountains. He's going to be a big boy. Generation 3 is going to be added. It's not 3, it's 7.
I'm okay with 7. I have a very severe weak to water right now, so hopefully we don't get any more, Pokemon that are weak to water. That'd be great. I got a Lycanroc.
I got a Mimikyu. I'm coming together real nice right now.
But Mimikyu without the disguise ability, just a cool Pikachu costume, really.
The Mimikyu with a Gen 6 backup of Vinny.
It's my fairy type. That's my Sylveon.
Hey, that's my fairy type. That's my Sylveon.
You got a Sylveon. You little copycat rat that wants cheese.
I'm just jealous of Vinny sometimes. He has a lot of things and I want to be like him.
I need to go. I actually can't finish the video.
Well, I'm spinning. I just spun it. I'm sorry.
Oh, you already spun it. Okay, everyone knows you can't leave during a wheel spin.
Yeah, I already spun.
Yes! Okay, perfect. Perfect. You like that, Joe?
Wait, dude, I have 3 fairies now. What is going on?
Oh, snap. I just got a Vigoroth, by the way, who will evolve into a Slacking.
Oh, well, that's pretty sick. Good for you. I got a Curlia that will not evolve into a Slacking, but could be a Gallade or a Gardevoir. Who knows?
That's true. Or you can put it in a time machine and make it Iron Beat Boop Bop Boop, whatever the hell that Pokemon's name is.
I don't think I'm allowed to do that. But you know what? We got one more. Which one do you want?
Come on, Gen 1. Gen 1. Gen 1.
You know, I want Gen 1 as well.
Let's go.
Let's go for Gyarados.
Gen 1.
And it's Gen 8. It's Gen 8.
Damn. All right, I got a Arcanine, Hisuian version.
I thought you said you had Ursaluna Blood Moon.
Oh, no, I was just simply asking hypotheticals.
You didn't even have an Ursaluna Blood Moon. You lied to me.
Nope. And here's who was left on the chopping block. Gyarados, Wooper, Gen 2 version Wooper, and a Gastrodon.
I got Leafeon, Pupitar, and Gyarados.
Ooh. Yo, great minds take shits around the same time of day.
Great minds are gonna then we fight.
My team is constructed from the ground up to be the elite fighting squad.
So thou says. Vinny, I'm gonna roll a 20-sided dice. What do you think the number's gonna be? Quickly.
17.
Okay, rolling it, and 4. So close, Vinny, so close.
What do I win?
You win a massive beatdown by yours truly.
Okay, you'll see. Watch, I'm gonna 6-0 you. You're gonna ask me to re-record this. Watch this. Oh, Will.
I would never do that. Will's coming in, and guess what Will got? Will got the Psychic Surge, baby. That's right.
Wow, what will do? What will do? Yeah, that makes sense. I had to think about that for a second. There's only one logical thing to do at a time like this.
Yeah, and that were you gonna terrestrialize?
Nope.
Okay.
Who would
You
Terra
stayed
turn
in?
1?
You
Of course I
stayed
stayed in.
Why would you stay? I have fighting moves. Why
Because
would
I
you do
knew
that?
you would think I would switch out. You're so predictable. I could read you like a book on a Tuesday.
Really? Am I that predictable now, Vinny?
That predictable, yes.
Okay, fine.
100%.
I'm gonna do something a little crazy.
The psychic terrain. Well, you're predictable and I'm a fucking idiot. So that's why we work well together. You know what I mean? That's why we work well together.
That was a gimme. You gave me that one because you knew you were in a good position.
It was all according to plan, surely.
Of course. I'm just gonna punch my microphone if you don't mind. Let's get a little.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Here comes ribbons. I hate the psychic terrain. For some reason, I can never remember, like never, that psychic terrain doesn't allow priority.
Here we go. Bam. It's another. Oh, it's big damage. It's huge damage. Oh, citrus.
Don't worry. I got a citrus berry, but guess what else? Hold on, folks.
Oh, Vinny. Wait for it. It's a shadow ball. I'm living this.
Give it a second. We're not done yet, folks.
Ooh, okay. I mean, I think that I should just psycho cut you. Would you agree?
Why didn't my ability
I think it goes off in like
What's
2
your
turns.
ability?
Harvest, I'll just tell you.
Oh, because it's not 100%. It's 50%.
Oh, it's a coin flip?
Yeah, it's a coin flip.
That's actually tragic. I might live one more, though. Or did I switch out? Or did I terrabolize?
We'll never know.
Into a ghost type.
Well, you clearly didn't do that.
You literally don't even know. I might not even have locked in
Go on,
yet.
terrasilize. I dare you.
Please live. I'm begging you,
No way,
ribbons.
you're
Damn
not
it,
living
ribbons.
that. I
Are you
calculated
just choice banded Gallade? Is that what's happening right now?
No, I would. That's so boring, Vinny. I would not choice band this.
I simply don't believe you.
I would not choice band. That is so boring, Vinny. Is that what you think of me?
Of course not. I think you're great. I really do. I'm also realizing I don't think that ability got randomized, but we're fine. Going out to the volcano bug. Here he is.
And he's in the Master Ball too, just like you should have been, because you caught it in the Master Ball.
Exactly, dude. See? I pay attention to detail.
That is true attention to detail. Well, I don't want you to set up in front of me.
I'm not gonna set up.
You're not gonna click Quiver Dance?
I don't have to. You're gonna die immediately.
Oh, what? That should have done way more.
Get this psycho cutting rat out of here. Finally, he's dead.
He went psycho on your team, Vinny. You have to admit, he was going a little psycho.
He did. I feel like a psycho right now. All right, at least the battlefield returns to normal now.
Vinny, what if I was you?
Then you'd be sexy as fuck. Oh my god, what?
I'm you, but better.
From the future.
From the future.
Now the question is, what is your speed stat? And what is your typing?
I think it's 97.
Poison and fire, huh?
What are you gonna do against this, I wonder?
There's a lot of things I can do. And particularly, I'm gonna terrabolize.
Let me guess. Terra Water.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh my god, I was right! Holy shit, that was a wild guess. That was out
Did
there
you go
in the
for an
ether.
electric move?
No.
All right. Well, you got it right. And you go for toxic spikes. Interesting.
Yeah.
As if I didn't have a poison type. That could just suck those right up.
Wait, do you?
I do.
Wait, no, you don't. No, I can see your teeth. Hold on. Wait.
I
No,
do.
You don't? You don't have a... I'm looking
I
at them.
100% do.
I got energy ball, Vinny. Sorry. Goodbye, volcano bug.
I was honestly hoping you'd go for another layer of spikes, and then I was going for the quiver dance. I was trying to sweep right there.
Oh, did you really quiver dance then?
Yeah. Are you like perched up on your chair like an owl?
I'm excited.
You should be. This is a beautiful day. This is a very beautiful day.
I'm gonna defeat Vinny in the Battle of the Generations. This only happens once per generation.
Yo, I just looked over at the suggested
Let me think about what
videos,
I wanna do here.
This video can only happen
and I
once
definitely
per
found the next
generation.
video
That's
we're
true.
watching.
This is like a shooting star, this video, all right?
Okay, I'm glad I poisoned
gonna
you.
make me so
That's big
hungry.
for me.
But the good thing is, it's not the bad poison, you know?
Yeah, it could be worse.
It could definitely be worse. How are you out speeding a slack?
So fat. Oh, the
Wow,
crits!
that was big.
Oh my god!
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not upset about that. I simply will not. I am very upset.
That matters so much.
Does Sludge Wave do more when someone's poisoned?
No.
That's just insane then. That was the craziest damage I've ever... What was your item? What were you rocking on that thing?
I actually ran an item that I couldn't use.
Good to know. Very, very good to know.
So I felt a little dumb about that one, I'm gonna be honest.
Stop that. Never, ever doubt yourself. And
I forgot
never
what it's
say
called.
never. Isabel. Okay, this is an interesting development here.
Oh, you're so...
Now, what is
Dude,
your
you're
ability?
You're so done.
Is it
so
over?
done.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
It is disgust. Oh no, my cute charm. I got my regular ability.
Of all abilities, you give me cute charm.
Well, what if I were to touch you, make you love me?
Don't. Don't you dare touch me.
Make you love me. What are you
I
gonna
don't
do?
know what I want to do here. What do you have on this thing, huh?
The Moonblast, obviously. That's an interesting development. That is an interesting development.
I was really hoping that you went for Calm Mind here.
I did not go for Calm Minds. I did click Moonblast.
I am probably dead.
You're definitely dead there.
You know, a lot of people say
Yeah.
you should never give up.
And hit him with it.
And I won't be one of those people, because guess what? The Rock is going to come through and absolutely clutch this out.
What is that Lycan Rock
No
cooking?
go
I've
Stone
only
Edge.
killed 2 Pokemon. This was a very embarrassing performance, I'll tell you right now.
What if I ended this now, Vinny? Oh, I can't. Never mind. I can't. Never mind.
Well, that would have been great, honestly. It would have put me out of my
Oh
misery.
no, you're faster than me! Oh no, SML's dead!
W. That is the 3rd kill. Can I get 3 more? That would be great. By the way, this Pokemon's ability didn't get randomized, so he's got his regular thing, but it doesn't even help me, so.
That's okay. I also have a Pokemon
Does
whose
it normally
ability
get
did
no
not
card?
get randomized.
Oh no, I'm never using that
Accidentally.
rock.
We're on the same page.
What do I do?
You're really thinking, huh?
I know what I must do.
Shades? Is this Shady Penguin?
Shady Penguin.
Would you look at this guy?
Back again, once again, about to unleash hell.
I feel like you're really fast. Is that true to say?
No.
Are you not fast? No, you gotta be fast.
Oh, what? I am fast.
I told you, he's a fast Pokemon. I told you. Good
He
game,
did it.
I told you.
Shady's done it. Congratulations, Shady Penguin. Radical
there's
Red
more.
player of the century.
Yes. Shout out to our Shady
Oh,
Penguin,
2.
Radical Red, and all
We
of
love
you
Shady.
at home.
We love Shady so much. And we love Nintendo videos.
Thank you, thank you. I'll do better next time, I promise.
Okay, so
We're back.
because there's so many abilities that weren't randomized, I guess. Doing it again. Normally they just do one
Baby, no one's
video.
ever done this before. It's another battle. Oh my god.
Yes. We were about to upload our footage, and Pat was like, you want to do another one? And I was like, yeah, why not? So here we are, round 2.
Then he couldn't let me go without destroying me.
Ooh, Harper, you say. Interesting developments.
No, you got my. Oh no, that's so bad.
Thank you for the parental bond, buddy.
You wee thief. What? You gave that back.
So you're grass and fighting, huh?
Oh my god, I just realized how good this could be with parental bonds. Come on, come on, come on. Let me hit you with it. Let me hit you with it, Vinny. Don't switch out.
Grass? I'm thinking right now, you're grass. You're grass and you're fighting, huh?
And I'm fighting and I'm grass. Now think about
Very
this.
interesting.
Think about it right close and good.
Oh, I'm thinking. I think I gotta do. I think I gotta just do this, dude.
Whoa, whoa.
I think that's the plan. I was really thinking long and hard about it. Long? No, I wish. Did you go for a fighting move? I was hoping you didn't go. I was hoping you went for a grass move.
Thank you. No, I'm gonna die. I'm so
I have
dead.
speed. Oh my god, yeah, you're gone. And that's
I'm so dead. Yeah, that's what I
paralyzed, boosted. Let's go.
No, wait, I might live.
Oh, you got. I think you do live. I think you do live.
Yeah, triple hours, baby.
Triple
Yeah.
hours.
Oh, that's a crit. Oh, we survived.
Oh my god. Oh, this is crazy, dude.
Oh, I lived on 7. Okay.
This is a good start for the Chens, unless you have priority, which I don't think you do.
Oh, I don't know what I should do here.
You might switch out, folks. You very well might.
Not good. Not good. I mean, should I switch out? I don't think it's
Are you
good.
gonna let the Harper go down?
I think I have to let the Harper go down. I feel so bad.
Alright, I'm gonna go in this video.
This has to be a joke. Should make you.
On today's video, I am exploring the best way to combine steak and cheese together. But I'm
my
not
gosh.
talking about sandwiches. I'm
My
looking
gosh,
for
that looks
something
so
more
good.
special, something that has never been done before. And today, you're gonna see the world's first. And everything starts off with this, a wheel of cheese. Not only is it a very good quality cheese, it's also a truffle cheese. And the first thing to do is to go ahead and open it up. And I'll tell you one thing, as soon as the package was removed, this is a funky cheese, but in a very good way. Now, I've been to Italy, and I saw how the best cheese in the world was made. That was an incredible experience. Every wheel of cheese you see here is Parmigiano Reggiano, and I got the pleasure to see how they open it. Now, even though this Parmigiano Reggiano is a lot larger, mine is much smaller. So we're trying to go ahead and use the same technique. And the first thing to do is to go ahead and add some knives through it. We want to cut this nice and slow. I'm telling you, friends, this is an experience. It is awesome. But after going around and adding the knife little by little, in the end, the top just popped it off like this. And now you have a much clearer vision of the actual truffles. And the smell. This is a fantastic cheese. And because of the truffles, it makes it extremely unique. The first thing to do is to go ahead and remove this protective layer. It's just there to keep the cheese nice and fresh. Now, if you think we're gonna let this top half go to waste, no, you are very wrong. Let me show you what I have in mind. Here I have
So good.
2 beautiful steaks. As you can see, it is a New York
My mouth mouth is like
one
watering
1.5
right
inches
now.
thick and choice grade. This is a fantastic steak to have it by itself, but we're going to be combining that cheese with it. First, we got to get it seasoned. For that, I use a good amount of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. I cannot emphasize enough that the most important thing whenever you're eating steaks is to make sure you season it properly. One of them, we're going to be calling it the control, and that's because we're going to be using shaved cheeses just to have with it. The second one, on the other hand, that one we're going to be using a melted cheese version. I'll be using the top that we just cut out to melt it right on top of the steak. That will be coming real shortly, because here's where things gets really interesting. The first thing to do is to dig a hole, a nice hole. And the best part is that all of this extra cheese that is being removed is just an appetizer for us. And as you can see, once I was done, we have a nice bowl of cheese ready to be used. Talking about that, I'm going to be combining it with this, a Japanese Wagyu A5 steak. This is the best of the best. Not only is it an A5, it is Kobe beef straight from Japan. That's one of the wonderful things about having a meat dealer. You know where your steaks are coming from, and it is authentic, the real deal. And if you want to use mine, check him out on the description down below, because the next thing to do is to go ahead and trim this out. As you can clearly see, it has a lot of external fat. As a matter of fact, most people say that Wagyu is just fat with a little bit of meat. They're not wrong though, but this fat is quite special, and I'll show you why. Once the trimming was done, take a look. We got all of the fat removed, and as you can clearly see, it starts melting on your hands. But we're not done yet, as now you want to go ahead and slice it in very thin strips. Now to make a nice presentation, little by little you start rotating the steak in itself, kind of like mimicking a rose. This is unnecessary unless you want a nice beautiful presentation, because once done, take a look. You're making something quite special. It's not like you're gonna have this every day, as now we have our rose Wagyu. Let's go back to the cheese. The first thing to do is to create a mountain. That way the cheese that was scraped will also melt together with the Wagyu. Once this little mountain was created, the Japanese Wagyu A5 goes right on top. Now take a look at this.
So perfectly.
Let's not even talk about the price. Like I said, it's not something that can be done every day. This is for an extremely special occasions only. However, we're not even close to being done yet. Remember all of the trimmings? We want to go ahead and render all of the fat. Nothing is going to go to waste here. The key of rendering fat properly is to do it nice and slow. In the end, you're going to be left with Japanese Wagyu A5 chicharrones and of course the rendered Wagyu fat. I'm going to be using this fat to deep fry the steak right inside of the cheese wheel. That will be coming real shortly, because just in case things do not turn out very good, I decided to go ahead and make an awesome side dish. And this one, I guarantee you, is gonna please everyone. Let me show you how I made it. The first thing to do is to make a sauce. So into a pan I threw in some marinara sauce, followed by a little bit of that beautiful cheese, stirred everything around, and then I added creme de leche, which by the way, you will be able to find it in your supermarket under table cream. Once you've mixed everything together, taste for seasoning. If salt is needed, just add a little. This one was just perfect. Now remember the Wagyu A5 chicharrones? If you think we're gonna let this go to waste, let's put it to good use. This is burrata. It's basically fresh mozzarella with very soft cheese inside. And here is puff pastry. So the first thing to do is to go ahead and open it up. Then add the burrata right in the middle, followed by the Wagyu A5 chicharrones. Then close everything up and deep fry the whole thing in Wagyu fat until it's nicely golden brown. Be real careful though, because if you don't close the puff pastry tight, things will get out of hand. But if you're nice and careful, you should be left with a golden brown color just like this. And now to plate it up. First, a good amount of sauce, followed by the deep fried burrata, a tiny bit of more sauce on the top, so we can place those beautiful chicharrones. Then of course, add a little bit of parsley for color, and to finish it up, some truffle cheese. Now this is today's side dish, and I can tell you one thing, it's going to be marvelous. At least, that's my hope. Because now it's time to go ahead and cook up the steaks, and also deep fry one inside of a cheese wheel. I'll tell you one thing, friends, I have no idea how this is gonna turn out, as now I say, it is enough talking, and it is time to grill some beautiful steaks. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, and here we got
Stitch Fix. I'm so excited. My stylist creates perfect looks just for me.
our beautiful feast, gentlemen. What do you guys think?
Perfect word, Guga. Feast is right. This is a ton of food, and it looks so fancy. It looks very Cheesy.
Cheesy.
That's
Correct.
the word. You have a steak flour in the cheese wheel. What other word than fancy are you gonna use?
But first, to see if this is really worth it or not, I have 2 other experiments. Now make sure you try the steak together with the cheese, okay? This is the idea here. Enough talking, let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh,
That cheese goes really well with the steak.
we are going on the right direction over here, everybody.
Starting off with a bang, and I'm not talking about just the looks of this, but the flavor. It's so explosive, so awesome, so in your face with the cheese and the steak. They pair so perfectly together. I love this already.
I agree with you, Leon, 100%.
And it must have truffle or something, right?
Yes!
It is truffle inside of the cheese. You see these little black spectacles? It's real truffle, unlike truffle oil. Truffle oil is not truffle. It's just basically it's disgusting, all right? If you want to try the real thing, have the real deal, everybody. It's the only way. This is delicious.
Really good.
I'm curious about this one. So this is a little bit different, and the reason is the cheese was melted on top. Enough talking, let's give it a go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Oh, wow.
It seems like it became stronger.
Yeah.
Because it's melted, everybody.
Definitely get a more profound cheese flavor on this one. And I like the different texture of this. Gooey and creamy. It's really nice. And plus the steak on top of it, it's just perfection on top of perfection. That is divine, guys. That's really good.
That is phenomenal and divine. And you? I like how you keep it simple. This is delicious, and so is this one.
Yeah.
Which one is better so far?
I'm going with the melted one.
Melted cheese. You?
If you're a cheese lover, you can taste more cheese on the melted version, so you'll pick that. If you're a steak lover like me, you're gonna go for the control though. You taste more beef, and that's why I'm choosing that one.
So we're pretty much tied up now.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to find out about the why.
No. Which one do you prefer?
I will tell you right after the sandwich.
Oh my god. What is these little bits on top of the...
There's, yes, a little bit of wagyu fat in there.
Excuse me.
Wagyu bits. Enough talking, let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. No way, bro.
It is so delicious. I don't know how to express it more, everybody, how good this actually is.
I'm not sure which one I like more, the steak or the cheese or the side
This
dish.
one?
Damn, bro.
This is so phenomenal.
I can't think of a more perfect side dish to pair with these steaks. Just texture alone, you have such a crispy crust on the outside of the burrata, then the inside is nice and creamy. Plus that sauce adds a nice flavor and depth to it. You have a little crispy wagyu whatever fanciness on top too. Chicharron, look at that. That gives a delicious bite on top of it. I mean, wow, I'm blown away.
What I like is that the sauce, whatever it is, it's not like a really runny sauce. It's kind of like a thick sauce, you know what I mean?
Thick, everybody. He likes it thick.
I like, yeah.
We gotta do an extra final finish right here and melt a little bit of the cheese.
No, we're not fancy at all with this.
Yeah, so right here, we're just getting a little bit of extra meltiness, everybody. I think that's enough. Okay, so I'll do it first, and then you guys do it second, okay?
It's like fishing, you just go and grab.
Exactly, but you see this? This looks like it's just water, but it's not. It's wagyu fat. Make sure you grab the cheese. Okay, go for it, Leo.
Oh, dude, it just cuts so easy.
Enough talking, let's give it a try right now. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, wow. Oh my God. That should be illegal, everybody. How do you describe that description, guy?
You have that wagyu tenderness plus the parmesan and wagyu fat that just seeps all over everything. It just creates such a expensive, luxurious, decadent mouthfeel. I feel like I'm sitting on a chair of gold right now. This is not real.
That is the ultimate richness in a steak bite.
This whole wheel of cheese and steak together will feed a lot of people because it's very rich. You're not gonna eat all this by yourself,
No, yeah,
everybody,
right.
because if not, the bathroom is gonna be your friend for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Long time.
All right, I gotta ask you, which one is your favorite?
The cheese wheel, bro. I've been eyeing it ever since that bite.
How about you?
I can't wait for this camera to turn off so I can put this and just take this home, bro.
Imagine
That's so
just
good.
one thing I wish I had, everybody. A little piece of baguette. Oh. If you serve it, make sure you have some bread.
Google, I've never said this about one of your dishes, but that is a masterpiece.
Oh, thank you, Leo. Very delicious. I hope
All
you
right,
guys
let's
enjoyed
see.
this video. If you did,
What to watch next? Oh, Chapter 6 came out? I'll have to read that tomorrow. Let's see if there's anything I want to watch. Let's see. He normally has some pretty interesting stuff.
I would get my college degree. I had 20 years of
Akatsuki, one of the most prolific groups in anime history. Whether it be villains or good guys, the Akatsuki rise above them all. Whether it be because of their unique abilities, their gripping battles, their lofty goals, or their gory deaths. No one can say that the Akatsuki are anything less than iconic. And while many things pertaining to their plot made them an incredible group, their role in the story and their character design is what truly cemented them as one of the greatest groups in anime history. And for the culmination of all of those reasons, that is why the Akatsuki's name will be cemented in the history of anime for generations to come. See, because whether it comes down to their patented Akatsuki cloaks with their iconic red clouds, the straw hats they wore to hide their identity, or the rings they wore on their fingers to signify their role within the organization, each member of the organization had an incredibly unique character design. But we all understand that Hidan is different from Kisame because one of them is a sociopath with a scythe and a penchant for death, while the other is a shark with a penchant for friendship. What a lot of people don't understand about the Akatsuki is that one of the biggest ways that they differentiate from each other is one of their most subtle character design choices, and that would be their rings. See, the Akatsuki rings are one of the most understated character design choices ever in all of anime. And yet, these incredibly understated character design choices are a staple to the design of every single member of the Akatsuki. A lot of people don't know the stories behind each of these rings. And that's not necessarily their
Myself included. I didn't know there was any story behind it.
Kanji, there's really no way for you to figure out what these rings mean. However, the placement and message of every single one of these individual rings reflects the character who's wearing it. And thus, by understanding what these rings are saying and what they reference, we're able to understand the characters that are wearing these rings a little bit better. And since everybody always loves hearing more and more about the Akatsuki, that is exactly what we're going to be doing today, telling you all about the message behind the Akatsuki rings. Or more specifically,
let me see if I can remember this kanji. I can recognize this kanji. Alright. Well, 3. It looks like Earth almost. No. Nope. I don't.
Specifically, today we're going to be going through every single
It's not Earth, by the way.
and telling you what their ring means and how it ties into their character. But before we get to doing any deep dives on jewelry, guys, please, for me, like the relatively non-consequential, then you're going to love my other channel. We talk about some non-con happen in anime, the consequences, then go ahead and meander on over X known to man. So, there's really no order in which to go through the Akatsuki. I guess technically I could try and go through the Akatsuki in the order in which they joined, but that's fairly hazy. We don't know for certain when certain members joined. And I guess we could go off power, but I don't remember exactly where I sorted all the members of the Akatsuki in terms of power, and it's been about 2 years since I made that video. So we're just gonna start with my favorite characters and then just kind of work our way down from there. That's not to say that the people at the end of the video are gonna be my least favorite characters. I'm gonna start the video now. And we're gonna start this video off by talking about my favorite member of the Akatsuki, Pain. Yahiko, Nagato, you get it. See, Pain wears his Akatsuki ring on his right thumb. And in fact, while I have you here, technically the placement in each and every single one of these rings doesn't really reflect on the character at all, as the placement of where each individual member of the Akatsuki wears their ring actually only pertains to one thing. And that one thing is to denote to the Akatsuki member wearing the ring as to where they stand in relation to the ghetto statue when extracting tailed beasts from Jinchuriki. So if you're wearing your ring on your right thumb, you stand on the right thumb of the ghetto statue. And thus, while there might be some deeper meaning as to why individual members of the Akatsuki wear their rings on individual fingers, is for the extraction of tailed beasts. And this explains why every single member of the Akatsuki wears their ring on a different finger. As if two people wore their ring on the same finger, well then they'd be standing on the same finger of the ghetto statue during the tailed beast extraction, and nobody wants that. Now to get to the more important aspect of Pain's ring. So the kanji on Pain's ring says zero, or rei in Japanese. And it's important to remember here that the person wearing the ring isn't Nagato or any other members of the 6 paths of Pain outside of the Deva path. And the Deva path is Yahiko. And thus the reason that Yahiko is wearing his yellow Akatsuki ring on his right thumb with the kanji of zero is because Yahiko is the starting point of the Akatsuki. Like how zero is the starting point of positive numbers. And it's because Yahiko was the original founder of the original Akatsuki. And thus through the medium of his ring, he's being denoted as its founder. And now after Pain / Yahiko, we have my second favorite person in the Akatsuki, Itachi, who wears his red-colored ring on his right ring finger. Now, Itachi's kanji reads shu, which can be directly translated to either crimson or scarlet, which could either be a reference to his red eyes, the Sharingan, or the amount of blood that Itachi has had to spill in order to get to the point in which he's currently at, as Itachi was obviously responsible for the assassination of the entirety of his clan. In fact, you could consider both of these points simultaneously, as the assassination of his clan is what caused his eyes to evolve to the MS, and the people that he was assassinating had the same red eyes as him. Really, whichever you decide to go with goes with Itachi's life. However, that isn't all that Itachi's ring might mean, but we're going to circle back to that in a little bit. However, sticking with the theme of red, the next member we're going to talk about is Sasori. Now, Sasori is technically the counter to Yahiko. That is to say that Sasori wears his purple-colored ring on his left thumb. And when it comes down to interesting stories revolving around the rings and their meanings, I would say that Sasori has one of the more interesting stories to tell. Unfortunately, a lot of the interest revolving around Sasori's ring does come from his death. See, the kanji on Sasori's ring says Gyoku, which translates either to spherical gem or jade, depending on the translation, which many believe, as it pertains to Sasori, speaks to Sasori's infinite youth. See, as we all know, Sasori turned his body into that of a puppet, leaving only one living part of his body, his core, or his heart. Because Sasori managed to whittle down his entire existence to just this core, and the rest of his body was a puppet that didn't age, Sasori unlocked essentially infinite youth, which many compare to Sasori making his body like that of a jewel, as precious minerals like jade are known for their ridiculously long lifespans, being able to survive in a singular shape for millennia. However, after Sasori dies, somebody else inherits his ring, and that somebody else is Tobi, or Obito, for those of us in the know, which would lead some of you to believe that possibly the jewel analogy applies to Obito as well. And technically, I guess there is a way it could apply to Obito, as half of Obito's body is Hashirama's cells, which should hypothetically slow his aging, and therefore, because half of his body is Hashirama's cells, he should stay alive longer than your standard person. But for all intents and purposes, it appears as though, even though half of his body is Hashirama's cells, Obito ages just like everybody else. As when he's finally demasked, he looks just as old as Kakashi, and thus it appears as though really the only thing that Hashirama's cells help Obito with is with regeneration. So really when it comes down to it, the jewel infinite youth analogy doesn't really work with Obito. But fortunately for all of us, kanji is ridiculously complicated, and Gyoku actually has a second meaning within the confines of shogi, which is the game that Shikamaru was always playing, the Japanese equivalent of chess. And Gyoko in shogi actually translates to the jeweled general, which is the shogi equivalent of the king in chess, which would make sense when you consider the fact that Obito is the actual leader of the Akatsuki, and that when you take down Obito, you take down the Akatsuki, as even though the original founder of the Akatsuki, Yahiko/Nagato, was taken out prior to Obito, the Akatsuki still existed. Thus, because Gyoko has two meanings, it applies to both Sasori and Obito, which I find just really cool. Now, after Team Double Entendre, we have Konan, and Konan starts a rather interesting tangent for us. See, Konan is possibly part of a four-person connection in terms of rings meanings. That is to say that Konan is one part of four members of the Akatsuki whose rings are all related, or her ring and the other three members of the Akatsuki's rings are all completely unrelated. It really boils down to how you want to translate the kanji. Let's see Konan's white Akatsuki ring that she wears on her
egg rolls are back at Zaxby's.
Egg rolls.
They're hand rolled and come with a delicious sweet and spicy dipping sauce.
Her right middle finger reads Byaku, which translates to white, which some believe to be a reference to Konan's paper abilities or her white angelic wings. In fact, within the confines of the Hidden Rain Village, Konan is known as Lady Angel. The entirety of the Hidden Rain Village views her as just that, an angel who supposedly disposed of the evil Hanzo and is leading them into a new generation of power and light for their village. But there is a separate possibility. See, there is a possibility that her ring refers to Byakko, not Byaku. See, Byaku is white. Byakko is a god, specifically one of the four Chinese gods who plays a massive role in astrology and geomancy. See, Byakko is a white tiger god who is said to be the protector of the West. Now, the idea of Byaku was made through ancient Chinese astrology, as Byaku is said to be made out of 27 constellations, which can be seen in the western sky of China at night. And thus Byakko, the white tiger god, is said to be the protector of the West. Now, since the village hidden in the rain is west of Konoha, and Konan's ring and abilities are all white, there's a fair chance that her ring is a reference to this white tiger god, especially when you consider the fact that Konan is considered to be the protector of the Hidden Rain Village and of Nagato. But I said there was 4 members in this 4-way of gods, so who's the second member? Well, the second member would be none other than Datara, who wears his ring on his right index finger. Now, Datara's kanji reads Sho, which can be translated to blue, which could be a tie-in to his striking blue eyes. Considering the fact that so much of Datara's character development revolves around eyes, specifically him making eye contact with Itachi and losing in a fight and therefore having to join the Akatsuki, and Datara training his eyes to become immune to ocular-based genjutsu, which is why he has his one robotic eye. But it's also a possibility that the Sho is in reference to the other Chinese god, Seiryu, also known as the Azure Dragon. And for those of you who don't know, Azure is a type of blue. Now, Seiryu is the god of the East and the spring season. And now, while the Hidden Stone is technically anything but East, as I actually believe it's the most Western country in the entirety of the Naruto universe, Datara's abilities do revolve heavily around dragons, specifically his C2 dragon. And thus, there's a fair to good chance that Datara using dragons is a reference to the kanji of his ring, Seiryu. The third god in this quartet belongs to Zetsu, whose yellow ring on his right pinky finger says Gai, G-A-I, in kanji, which means boar or pig. However, this is widely believed to be either a mistranslation or a misdrawing, as people believe that the kanji symbol was actually supposed to be for Gen, as Gen stands for mysteriousness, which applies to Zetsu a lot more than boar. On top of that, outside of just calling Zetsu mysterious, Gen could also be in reference to Genbu, who is the third out of the 4 gods we're going to talk about, the Black Tortoise, the protector of the North, which would make a ton of sense for Zetsu, as Zetsu is an entirely black entity, and technically Zetsu is the protector of Kaguya, who exists on the moon. And while obviously North isn't up, it feels as though that could be the thing that Zetsu was said to be protecting. Now, maybe it's a possibility that Zetsu's ring was purposely altered, as Genbu technically already exists in the Naruto universe. You guys remember the island turtle? Yeah, its name is Genbu, but since these are kanji symbols being drawn onto rings, it's not crazy to assume that a stroke was missed and Gen became Gai. But enough about Zetsu, let's get to the last entry on the God Squad. And that last entry would be none other than Itachi. I told you we would come back to him, who, while his ring does mean Shu, which we covered means either scarlet or crimson, could also reference the 4th and final god, Suzaku, who's also known as the Vermilion Bird. Now, for those of you who watch Black Clover, Vermilion sounds slightly familiar, and that's because of the noble family, the Vermilions, who lead the Magical Knight Squad, the Crimson Lions. And all of the members of the Vermilion family have what kind of abilities? If you answered with fire, then you would be correct, because the Vermilion Bird from Chinese mythology is basically a phoenix. That is to say that it's a giant pheasant that's constantly surrounded with or on fire. And this Vermilion Bird is the protector of the South, and Konoha is the most southern country in the entirety of Naruto. And Itachi, as an Uchiha, is known for his great fireball technique, and as a wielder of the MS, is known for his Amaterasu. And thus Itachi is the protector of Konoha, who is constantly surrounded by flames. And thus Itachi's kanji tying him into the Vermilion Bird makes perfect sense. And honestly, Itachi being tied to Suzaku is kind of why I buy that the previous 4 members of the Akatsuki are tied to the individual Chinese gods. Because while some of the fits aren't exactly perfect, Itachi and Konan's fits are almost too good to deny. And the alternative to their kanji being related to Chinese gods is their kanji just relates to colors. That's kind of incredibly boring. But now that we're done with the God Squad, that leaves us with only 3 remaining members of the Akatsuki. And the reasoning behind their kanji is somewhat less inspirational than the previous 4 members. See, the first out of the God Squad that we'll talk about is Kisame, who wears a yellow ring on his left ring finger, which, mind you, is the marriage finger. And actually, that might be the only ring whose placement matters. See, because the kanji on Kisame's ring reads Nanju, which can be translated to South or Southern Star. And for those of you who are scratching your head as to how to try and make a connection between Kisame and the South or a Southern Star, you're gonna have to keep trying for a while, because nothing about Kisame is related to the South at all. The village hidden to the mist is to the west, and Kisame is never like, oh, let's go south. Unless, of course, you want to go the Zetsu route and say that down under the water is south, which it isn't. But if we're assuming that the moon is north, then I guess technically it would be. And therefore, the actual reason that Kisame probably got south on his ring has less to do with Kisame and more to do with Kisame as a partner. See, because let's take into consideration Kisame's partner, Itachi. If Itachi's kanji ties him into Suzaku, the Vermilion Bird, and the protector of the South, then Kisame's kanji reading South is to tie him in to his partner, Itachi, and show that wherever Itachi goes, Kisame goes. This is why the location of Kisame's ring is so important, as it shows us that Kisame, in the sense of the word, is married to Itachi, which I think is cute. But let's get to somebody who's decidedly uncute, because coming up next we have Hidan, whose orange ring he wears on his left index finger. Now the kanji on Hidan's ring reads 3, or san. Now this somewhat uninterestingly probably ties into the fact that everything as it pertains to Hidan pops up in 3s. When Hidan activates his sacrifice mode, you know, the mode that makes him all black with white bones along his rib cage, Hidan has 3 ribs on each side. On top of this, Hidan comes from the land of hot water, whose symbol is 3 wavy lines. But maybe the most important thing as it pertains to the number 3 in Hidan is the fact that in order to sacrifice somebody to Lord Jashin, he has to draw a triangle within a circle. Triangles are
His scythe also has 3
points, and thus
like
because 3 is
blades.
such an important number in Hidan's life, kanji of his ring reads 3. Which leads us to our final entry on the list, Hidan's partner, Kakuzu, wears a blue ring on his left middle finger, kanji of which reads Hoku, or north, or northern star. The exact
I knew I
opposite
recognized that kanji.
of Kisame, but this is weird, because technically nobody else in the Akatsuki
I was getting
wears
that
an
confused. I
east
thought it
or
was the
west
kanji
ring.
for
While
heart,
some members of the
but
Akatsuki might have rings that tie them into a god that
it's
is a
north.
protector of the east or the west, there is no eastern star or western star ring. Now, this is mostly because there's really no such thing as an eastern or a western star, and a lot of these rings are tied into astrology in one way or another. Once again, one could make the argument that nothing about Kakuzu ties him in to the north. Village hidden to the waterfalls is to the west of Konoha, and by far and away is not the most northern country on Naruto's map. That would be the Land of Light, and therefore genuinely I believe that the reason that Kakuzu wears north on his ring is to set him up as a foil to Kisame, as Kisame and Kakuzu's motivations are polar opposites. See, Kisame is the southern star, joined to the Akatsuki and stays with the Akatsuki to protect those around him, and Kisame is violently loyal to his partner, Itachi. Kakuzu is pretty much the exact opposite of that. Kakuzu joined the Akatsuki because he believed there'd be a ton of money in it. And prior to Kakuzu being teamed up with Hidan, a person who he quite literally could not kill, Kakuzu had killed 3 partners. And thus Kakuzu stands as the complete opposite of loyalty, as Kakuzu's only loyalty is that cold hard cash. And thus Kakuzu's kanji really has less to do with him and more to do with his relationship to Kisame. Which when you consider that he's one of the less interesting members of the Akatsuki, kind of makes sense. But with that, that's every single member of the Akatsuki and what their rings mean. Do you guys have a favorite meaning behind any of the Akatsuki rings? Tell me in the comments below. And while you guys are down there, please, for me, like this video, subscribe to the page, and hit that noti bell. By the way, this is Blanca. This might be...
Let's see. Anything else? I'll watch that tomorrow. I don't want to watch reaction videos on stream. I'm not seeing anything. What? There's a song, Inferno by Green Apple, Miss Green Apple. That's stuck in my head. Let's see a Fire Force opening. That's what's currently like playing in my head right now. Let's see who's in this one. The intro's really long. Oh, this is 3 hours long. Why are my videos being suggested? Oh no, this is the same one that just suggested earlier. Watched it already. Let's see if there's any ones. Oh. I feel like I watched that one already. I think that's the long version. I think there's one of these is a shorter, cut down version. Maybe. Let's see what this was like.
You really food inspector? As far as you know, yeah. Then inspect.
It said when runs high, it's creative that fell trees. It's harder than you think to understand what a Pokedex entry is supposed to be referencing when you only read every other word. That was Garchomp, by the way. In today's video, we're gonna be hearing the Pokedex entries, but only half of it, and then we'll have to try and make a selection from 3 starters. Then we'll battle and see how good our Pokemon knowledge actually is.
Okay, your first Pokemon, it's eyes, actually of eyes.
Okay.
Knight, kind, drawn, light.
Wow, that sounds poetic. That was beautiful.
The next Pokemon, it, many capabilities as that, shoot, and membrane, it's, that, can, to, through air.
It was all gibberish until the membrane. Now I understand what's going on.
Okay, yeah. I'm glad you do. They, there, to, the, they. and then repeated makes, tusks, and.
Oh, tusks. I hate this because Mamoswine is not in the game. I like the eyes at night. That sounds trustworthy. It sounds strong. So I'm gonna take the night eyes, the first one.
Okay, cool, wicked. That's a great choice because the second Pokemon was Inteleon, the third Pokemon was Axew, and what you managed to land yourself is Venonat.
No, really? Now I'm gonna give you half a Pokedex entry, and you can guess what it is while I talk about Manscaped, the global brand for men's grooming and hygiene products, and the sponsor of the video. First one, it's Blooms. It's absorbing energy.
Alright, maybe not this one. Oh no. I'm also not trying to watch a video that's too long. Maybe one more video. Maybe this one.
Brings you our best deal to start the new year. Now you can get unlimited mobile for $15 per line.
Remember the thrill of facing a new gym leader in Hoenn? Now imagine that excitement amplified as each gym leader isn't just a step on your journey, but they're the final boss. Relive the nostalgia, the strategy, the tension, and the triumph as we take a look at what each of these Hoenn gym leaders would be like if they were instead the champions. And be sure to stick around to the end because one of these leaders reveals a stunning secret. Starting in reverse with Juan, the 8th gym leader from the Emerald version, since our boy Wallace actually did go on to become the champion. I guess you can say he's something of a trendsetter. Juan is also rocking the water typing specialty, but with a twist. His ace is his Milotic, which is known for its beauty and grace, being a perfect fit for Juan's style. Its impressive special defense and restorative moves like Recover allow it to outlast many opponents, reflecting Juan's enduring patience and experience. It also gets access to moves like Ice Beam, which can help Juan counter grass types that threaten his team. Next up is Kingdra, which complements Milotic by covering other typical water type weaknesses. Kingdra can also utilize both special and physical attacks such as Hydro Pump and Dragon Dance, enabling it to adapt to various threats and work harmoniously with Milotic's more defensive style. Whiscash introduces a ground typing, helping neutralize electric threats, and its move Earthquake can really shake up opponents locked into anticipating only water type moves. But that's not all. With access to setup moves like Amnesia or Stockpile, Whiscash can become surprisingly resilient, working in synergy with Milotic's endurance and Kingdra's balanced offense to outlast opponents. His Walrein adds brute force, offering a bulky water ice type capable of taking hits and delivering powerful blows, with moves like Ice Beam and Blizzard. And its potential ice body ability and access to hail make it a self-sustaining unit in icy conditions, capable of supporting the team against dragon and flying types.
Alright, this is not that interesting.
Soul King Brook is someone so integral to the dawn of the world that fate had to rip him straight from another time in order to meet our Monkey D captain. And not even Goldie Roger got that kind of special treatment from fate. To him, fate just said cheers and terminated his contract with life. And fair enough, because it's no good having drums of liberation without a skilled musician to play them. Brook is underappreciated, underexplored, and mostly remembered through his obsession with undergarments. But Brook is like an amalgamation of all of the Straw Hats. The optimism of Luffy, the wisdom of Jinbei, the perverted chivalry of Sanji, the sword skills of Zoro, the cowardice of Usopp, Chopper's naivety, and even Robin's knowledge of history, not so much because he studied it, but because he lived it. And it's very appropriate that this personification of every Straw Hat comes together in a literal skull, just like their Jolly Roger. You could even say that Brook is the backbone of the crew, yo-ho-ho-ho, etc. Since the very beginning of One Piece, Luffy has been gunning for a musician. In the early days, his two highest priorities were a cook and a musician. These come before the arguably more essential roles of, say, navigator and doctor. And to this day, Sanji is the only person Luffy has ever admitted that he would not be able to become the Pirate King without, because Sanji is his precious, precious cook. And he would 100% say the same thing to Brook, because in Luffy's mind, they're equally important. In fact, a musician may even be more important. There's a great moment at the end of Arlong Park where Zoro's wounds being treated and Luffy says, "A doctor? Yeah, that would be nice. But a musician should come first, right? Why a musician? Well, pirates sing, don't they? Because that's Luffy's experience of pirates from Shanks and his crew. To Luffy, pirates and music are inseparable. But this isn't just a gag. In the real-world history of piracy, musicians were often considered the most prized members of the ship because real-world piracy isn't quite as fun and exciting as One Piece. There's a lot less light adventure and a lot more boredom, significantly less shower scenes, and a lot of dying of assorted diseases. So musicians were every bit as important as the ship's doctor to maintain the well-being of the crew. And in a way, Luffy is the only one who sees the true value of having a musician.
Download the Kroger app and enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons.
We have breaking news right now, so we wait to see how this plays out.
Aboard his ship, although it's not something that he consciously considers. But Luffy and Brook have been a perfect match ever since they laid all two of their collective eyes on each other in chapter 442. For Luffy, this was love at first sight, and for Brook, this was his soulmate. And there is this extremely underrated panel in Brook's introductory chapter. Most people remember the big 2-page spread at the end where Luffy asked Brook to join the crew, but very few people remember where Luffy actually made that decision. It happens in this set of 3 panels. The ghost ship appears with Brook singing, and he's sandwiched by Luffy and Nami. Nami being utterly terrified because she's seeing a singing skeleton in a spooky environment, and Oda chose Nami very specifically because she's an audience grounding character. Generally, whatever Nami feels is what we're meant to feel, because she's the normal, mostly well-adjusted and intelligent person in every scenario. So using her as grounding informs us as to what Luffy's feeling, or at least it gives us the illusion that we think we know what he's feeling. But with Luffy on the other side, he's in shock, but for a completely different reason. This facial expression is so subtle battle, but he's in awe of Brook, and it's in this panel that he decides to ask Brook to join the crew. Hence, when we do finally get to the 2 pages, Luffy says, "Never mind all that, do you want to join my crew?" And without any hesitation, Brook says, "Yeah, alright." Although before asking Brook to join, Luffy's most pressing question is whether or not skeletons poop. And just to further prove that Brook and Luffy are perfect, Brook answers him immediately. They're on the same mental wavelength. Because Brook isn't humoring Luffy, he doesn't see this as at all a strange question to ask. This is a perfectly normal conversation that 2 people are having within their own world. And in general, everything about Brook is so simple and easy. Just like Luffy, and that's what I love about him. This ease can be a bit of an issue though, because this has never happened in the history of the Straw Hat Pirates. Almost everyone rejects Luffy's initial offer, and he has to really struggle to convince them. Probably the closest thing we have to another yes was Jinbei, who said, "Yeah, but like, maybe later?" Which is the equivalent of telling a friend, "Yeah, we should definitely catch up later. I'll contact you on the internet to arrange something." But this ease is why I think Brook can feel a bit underappreciated, especially since he joined after the Water 7 saga, which was the greatest crew struggle we've ever had. During this saga, we had to fight hard for Robin, Usopp, and Frankie. None of them were easy, and we went on a very long and difficult journey for them. And then immediately after, Brook was just plonked straight in our laps. We didn't have to convince him, we didn't have to fight for him, and I think that leads to a sense of devaluation. For example, and just stay with me here, in theater, the best way to fill seats for a show that isn't selling particularly well is never to give tickets away for free. Never. Discount them down to a minuscule price, but never for free. Because if you give people something for free, then they tend to value it a lot less. There was no cost to pay, so it makes them much less likely to go out and actually see the show because they have no personal investment in it. And with Brook, we did get that investment during Thriller Bark, but still, he didn't come with the same sort of legacy that everyone else did. We did not have to pay anywhere near the same cost for Brook. So I think it takes a long time to truly appreciate his position on the crew, and I mean a long time. Say during Wano sort of long time. Because Luffy's long-term investment in music is starting to pay some serious dividends with this whole Sun God business. Luffy's heartbeat are the drums of liberation, and Brook is standing right there to back him up with any orchestral needs or just a jam in general. That's what music people do, right? They jam. I don't know, I am not a music. But like Luffy and the Straw Hats, the Rumbar Pirates were a different kind of pirate. They wanted nothing to do with all of the looting and pillaging and such. They were a group of people who wanted to be free enough to travel the world, play music everywhere they go, and generally bring joy to those around them. Even on his deathbed, Calico Yorkie's last words were, "Now don't sound so hopeless, men. We're the Rumbar Pirates, remember? We bring smiles to kids' faces." He said this as he was in excruciating pain, which also informed Brook's philosophy going forward. No matter how bad things got, no matter how excruciating the physical or mental pain, the mission was always to smile. Even when all of his crew were dying one by one, they decided to play and smile until death took them. They died on their own terms. And then, even after death, Brook, stranded on his own for half a century, never stopped trying to smile. And there's a great sequence of his flashback 10 years into his resurrection, where he's jumping and rolling around the ship, exclaiming how fun it is to be alone. He even takes off his pants and pretends to be embarrassed, oh my. But then, it's all a clever ruse. He didn't actually take off his pants, he just said that. And then went, "Lol, got you," to no one, but it was very fun, I'm sure. There isn't a single situation in life where Brook has succumbed to despair, which is something that Luffy can't even say because he was shattered after Ace's death, and it really took Jinbei to drag him out of that. So if anyone truly deserves the title of Joy Boy, it's Brook, which by the way is exactly what you need in a musician. Going back to real world piracy, if the morale of the musician is broken, then you are truly screwed. But also on some very deep level, Brook gets Luffy in a way that no other Straw Hat does. Despite him being the person to have spent the least amount of time with Luffy. Even Jinbei spent more time with Luffy during the last saga of Pre-Time Skip, because Brook was only with the crew for like a week before he got popped away by Kuma. And what did Brook do? He made the best of a bad situation by casually stumbling his way into becoming a global rock star. He truly is his very own Joy Boy. Sure, he's had tragedy, but these days he's always smiling. Or at least smiling as best he can without lips. You cannot break Brook's spirit. Nothing can. That's why when Oda had to draw all of the good and bad timeline Brook variants, they all turned out exactly the same. Because Brook is a multiversal constant. He is unwaveringly optimistic and will always reach his full potential, even in the universe filled with the most tragedy and hardship. That's the thing about Brook. He just gets the job done. He never complains, he never questions decisions. He just gets the information and completes the task. No matter matter how impossible it may seem. This is the man that you can trust to 1v1 an Emperor of the Sea and not only survive, but come out of that conflict with 3 poneglyph rubbings and the ability to brag about having—
Stop! Right there! Who are you? And how did you—
slept with said Emperor, which I guess it is literally what he did. But the same goes for every Brook action. Half of the crew has been turned into modern art, not a problem. Brook, even under that same spell, is gonna fix the situation for everyone. Or say we need to smash Mother Carmel's picture or we're all dead. No worries, Brook's got it. As a reader, Brook is the straw hat I trust the most, because everyone else is gonna find a way to screw up the mission. Zora's gonna get lost, Sanji will get distracted by women, Luffy is, well, he's Luffy. But Brook, he's just gonna go and do the thing. And even with that in mind, somehow Brook seems to carry less value, which I think comes down to shonen value. Brook probably gets underappreciated because he doesn't really get the standard Straw Hat 1v1s. The only one he's had was with Zio on Fishman Island. Punk Hazard didn't give him much to do, he wasn't present for Dressrosa. Zoe had no fighting to do unless you were an elephant. Whole Cake Island was a very non-typical mega arc. And on Wano, he did get a great moment alongside Wano, defeating the number and her gaggle. But Brook doesn't really have his defining shonen moment. He doesn't have his equivalent of Zoro versus Mr. One, which is something that even characters like Nami and Usopp have because of their, I guess, ironic seniority within the crew. And it's a shame, because he actually has some of the most interesting abilities of all crew members, because the dude can literally summon the chilling winds of the underworld. Oh, and of course, he has an afro, which Long Ring Longland established is simply overpowered. But he is genuinely powerful. I mean, he one-shot a number on Onigashima. But then again, Brook is, he's a non-standard shonen currency, and that's fine. Everything Brook accomplishes, he does because someone or something else is acting as a distraction. He's a very precise surgical instrument that, when given the opportunity, can do anything. But he's not the kind of guy to burst into a room and just, start punching. He very much operates in the background. But then again, he's also the perfect middleman in terms of strength. Brook isn't so powerful that strength becomes his primary narrative focus, but he's also not so weak to the point where Oda has to find ways to keep him out of higher-level conflicts. He's this really great gap filler. You can jam Brook in anywhere and he just works, which includes crew dynamics as well. At 90 years old, Brook is by far the oldest Straw Hat, so he's capable of having mature interactions with the crew elders like Robin and Jinbei, but he's also capable of wacky hijinks with the kids. Brook is very much like the cool grandfather, and we know that Brook and Luffy are already a perfect fit, but Brook also works well with Zoro because they're both swordsmen. Further than that though, like say on Thriller Bark where Zoro visits the grave of the Rumbar pirates that Frankie built, the reason why Frankie built that being that they simply could not store all of the bones on the Thousand Sunny, there were too many. But Zoro brings Yubashiri, sword that got destroyed on Enisobi, and he asks Brook if it would be okay for his dead sword to rest here as well. Quite the touching moment between swords people. But Brook also naturally goes with Sanji because they're both perverts. Usopp and Chopper also work well because the three of them have that over-the-top comical feel. And with Chopper, Brook is probably the only Straw Hat that he never has to worry about because, well, he's already dead. There's nothing Chopper can do to fix that. Then with Frankie, they're both weird physical specimens that greatly enjoy music, but Brook also has a fun dynamic with Robin. When the crew first met Brook, there are only two people who weren't terrified, Luffy and Robin. Robin had a completely neutral expression when she first met Brook, and I think that plays into her fascination with morbid things. It's not even really a fascination, it's just that she sees the world through a different lens. And actually, she doesn't react at all to Brook asking to see her panties. But of course, on the topic of panties, that's probably, the one little stain on Brook's name. One of the many reasons why Thriller Bark gets a bit tricky is because it features the pervert trio of Sanji, Absalom, and Brook. Now, to be fair, Brook is definitely the least annoying of the three. His panty gimmick doesn't happen as often, and it does, weirdly, ultimately have a payoff very far down the line when he uses the gag to distract Big Mom for a fraction of a second, just enough time to bisect Zeus and save the entire crew on Whole Cake Island. Whereas I don't think Sanji's pervert gimmick has ever really been a benefit. It's almost always been a detriment, especially in the nose bleeding days. And he also has a much wider arsenal of pervert behavior, whereas for Brook, it's just one specific gag that comes out rarely. Sort of like how he runs on water, Brook manages to straddle this balance while Sanji drowns. There is an interesting argument to be made with Brook, which is that he was given the panty gag on purpose, as a way of showing how out of touch he is with the modern world. Sort of like how back in the old days, everyone would give their secretary a pat on the butt to say good job or whatever. But I personally don't believe that. I think that this gag was given to Brook because Eiichiro Oda is himself a bit of a pervert, and it has no greater purpose than that. It's not some big social commentary. But even then, this is the worst thing that Brook has ever done. Compare that to, say, Usopp leaving the crew, Sanji leaving the crew, and even that one time where Luffy bet the lives of the entire crew on a Davy back fight with Foxy. Although speaking of of Davy backfights. I know this isn't canon, but in the Adventure of Nebulandia special, Brook implied that he and the Rumbar pirates once participated in a Davy backfight. Again, not canon, but there is still so much canon information about Brook's history that we don't know. When introducing himself officially to the crew, he lays out his history as a leader of a battle convoy in a certain kingdom. So Brook has an entire section of his life that we know next to nothing about. And there are various puzzle pieces that lead us to speculate that this certain kingdom was the Taroa Kingdom in West Blue, an island famous for producing high-quality musicians, one of which was even being sold as a slave on Sabadi. His name is Byron, and he was dressed in a very similar style to Brook, as well as half of the Rumbar pirates. I mean, the other half were dressed as cowboys, which is an entirely different thing. But in addition to his hidden past, Brook also has an exceptional role to play in the future. Brook isn't just here as support. Every crew member has an integral role. So imagine the crew getting to Laugh Tale, with Robin reading the final text to guide the crew to the One Piece, and it just says in perfect ancientese, "Play Bink Sake, lol," which is not at all out of the question because Bink Sake is a song that transcends time. The Rumbar pirates played it, the Roger pirates sang it, the Red Hair pirates, they couldn't get enough of it, and eventually the song was passed all the way down to Luffy. Perhaps even a message that was passed all the way down from the Void Century. In fact, the final line of the song contains the phrase "Whaaa Banashi," which means funny tale, and happens to be the line that Roger quoted immediately before naming the final island Laugh Tale. And in a way, this would be really fun, because even if Blackbeard got to Laugh Tale first, then he'd be screwed because his crew doesn't have a musician. So the fate of the entire world could very much come down to a single skeleton. And this is why Brook left his superstar music career, a lifestyle of being able to play music to endless amounts of people, because on some level, he knows that the music he plays with Luffy is going to have a much greater impact on the planet. So
Interesting. Alright. Well, this was a very scuffed stream, but I think we're going to end it here. There's no more videos that pop out to me that I want to watch, so yeah. I'm going to end it here for tonight. Hopefully tomorrow night. It'll probably be Pokemon. I'm going to play some Honkai tomorrow. Maybe try to get Mr. Ratio leveled up a little bit. It's going to take a couple days, like it did with Blade, I'm sure. But I'll watch some videos, see what kind of builds I can do, that kind of stuff. But yeah, just kind of a shorter stream, but let's go and end it here. See y'all next time. Bye bye.